Welcome to today's class. Today we will be dedicated to systematically defining and characterizing the landscape of security attacks. We will explore the foundational security requirements and the methodologies employed by attackers and the core cryptographic defense strategies used in response. To manage organizational security effectively, we must define the problem set. A security attack is defined as any action that compromises the security of information owned by an organization. To counter these attacks, we utilize a security service which is intent to enhance security. The actual tool used are security mechanisms designed to detect, prevent, or recover from an attack. Ultimately, the manager needs a systematic way of defining security requirements to deploy these tools effectively. All security requirements are built on three primary aspects. One is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. The CR triad is called. Confidentiality prevents unauthorized reading or disclosure. Integrity ensures assets are modified only by authorized parties. Note that modification includes writing, deleting, creating, and delaying or replaying transmitted messages. Availability requires that aspects by available to authorized parties when needed. Beyond the triad, we have authentication, which ensures an identity is not false, and non repetition, which prevents either the sender or receiver from denying the transmission. An attack occurs when a malevolent actor takes advantages of security flaws or vulnerabilities to cause harm. Threats can be deliberate, such as hacking, or accidental. Vulnerabilities is a weakness or flaw that results in susceptibility to a threat. Risk is defined as the probability that a threat will successfully exploit that vulnerability. Attacks are categorized by the SIA violation they produce. We have four general categories. First is interruption, where an asset is destroyed or because unavailable, which is an attack on availability. Interception, where an unauthorized party gains access to an asset, attacking confidentiality. Modification, where an unauthorized party tampers with an asset, attacking integrity. Finally, fabrication, where an unauthorized party inserts counterfeit objects into the system, attacking authenticity. Attacks are classified by their methodology. Passive attacks do not consume system resources and attempt only to gather or use information from the system. Passive attacks especially spy on or keep track of transmission. They are very difficult to detect because they involve no alternation of data. There are two primary passive attack types or release of message, contents, and traffic analysis. Release of message contents occurs when sensitive information, such as an email or file, falls into the hands of a third party. That is geoparadising confidentiality. Traffic analysis occurs even if encryption is used by observing communication patterns, frequency, message length, and host identity. An attacker may be able to infer the nature of the communication. In active attacks, try to change system resources or interfere with system functionality. These attacks always involve data stream manipulation or false statement generation. Active attacks are difficult to prevent absolutely because prevention would require physical protection of all communication facilities at all times. Therefore, the security goal for active attacks is to detect them and to recover from the disruption or delays caused. The first type of active attacks is masquerading, where one entity impersonates a different entity. This can be carried out through stolen logins and passwords or by finding a way to get around the authentication procedure. Masquerading frequently includes other active attacks types such as a component of the successful impersonation. Modification of messages is a direct attack on integrity. Modification means that a communication has been delayed, reordered, or had a piece of it's changed to achieve an unlawful effect. This compromises the accuracy of the source data. A common example is altering a message from allow John to view file X to say allow Smith to read file X. We also see replay and reputational attacks. Replay involves the passive capture of a data unit and its subsequent retransmission to proceed an unauthorized effect. Reputation occurs when the network is not totally secure or login control is tampered with. Malicious users may alter author's information or save suspicious or fake data in log files. Finally, denial of service hinders the regular use of communication infrastructure. So, DOS attacks suppress all messages sent to a specific location or disrupt an entire network via network disablement or message overload that lowers performance. Denial of services, which is DOS, is categorized as an attack on availability. Cryptography is one of the most powerful security mechanisms. Cryptography is the science of transforming an intelligible message or plain text into an unintelligible one or ciphertext. The cipher is the algorithm used, and the key is the critical secret information shared between parties. The conversion process from plain text to ciphertext is encipher or encrypt, and the reverse is decipher or decrypt. Encryption algorithms are generally based on two principles: substitution, where each element is mapped into another element, or transposition, where element in the plain text are simply rearranged. Systems are also classified by key usage. First one is systematic key system, which conversion encryption used as a common key known to both the sender and receiver. Public key systems use different keys for communication. An alternative to encryption is steganography, which attempts to conceal the existence of the message rather than just making it unintelligible. Historical techniques includes invisible ink, pin punctures on selected letters, or character making in pencil. Steganography has significant drawbacks. It requires a high overhead to hide only a few bits of information. And if the system is discovered, it becomes virtually worthless. Cryptanalysis or code breaking is the study of principle of deciphering and ciphertext without knowledge of the key. The cryptanalysis attempts to recover the plain text or the key or both the things. The opponent is assumed to know the encryption and decryption algorithms themselves. The only secret is the key. Cryptanalytic attacks are classified based on the information available. The most basic is ciphertext only, where the cryptanalysts only have a copy of the ciphertext. In a known plain text attack, both the ciphertext and the corresponding plain text are known. More advanced are chosen plain text attacks where the analyst gains temporary access to the encryption mission to encrypt chosen plain text and deduce the key. Similarly, chosen ciphertext attacks involve temporary access to the decryption mission to decrypt chosen strings to reduce the key. Security mechanisms are our critical defensive countermeasures. The most common means of providing security is encipherment. Other mechanisms include digital signature and access control. For network access security, organizations must select appropriate gatekeeper functions to identify users and implement security controls to ensure only authorized users access designated resources. Defense strategies differ for active and passive attacks. Passive attacks are very difficult to detect because they don't alter data, but it is feasible to prevent their success through strong cryptography. Conversely, active attacks are difficult to prevent absolutely. Therefore, the security goal for active attacks must be to detect them and recover from any disruption. In summary, we have detailed to full spectrum of security attacks, classifying them by their target, their action, and their methodology. We also review the cryptography principles, encryption, steganography, and cryptanalysis that are necessary to secure and hide our communication in hostile environment. By understanding the full threat model, the classification, goals, and strategies of the attacks, we can implement robust security services and mechanisms. This is the crucial step in maintaining confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Thank you for your valuable time.